Good evening, class. How's it going? This is going to be a shorter video than usual. I decided I'm going to do a little more live videos that are horizontal, but not too long. Not as long as the usual verticals. So today we're talking about the old Pixel 8 Pro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. So this is the Pixel 8 Pro. Honestly, one of my favorite phones, as you could tell. We're just going to do a little quick review. So this is, I want to show you guys first off what it actually looks like. So this has a case on it, by the way. And if you are interested, by the way, I'm going to give a quick disclaimer just because I like to do it. So I want to say that some of the links in the description are affiliate links, which means if you buy something through them, I might get a small commission. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Just want to let you know that. This is a quick disclaimer. So more information in the description below, by the way. So we're talking about today a personal favorite phone of mine. So this is the phone. Now this is the case on the phone. Now you also see that it has, I put a screen protector on there, and this is a little bit grubby. Not a very good start to the review, I will admit, but this is a live unedited review of the Pixel 8 Pro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the case off real quick, so that way you guys can see the phone in all of its glory. If I could take off the case. One moment, folks. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I learned how to take off a case. Look at that. Boom. Also, while I'm at it, might as well sort of clean it off, make it look at least kind of presentable. Now, normally, if you want to clean your cell phone, you obviously want to use like a little cloth. I actually happen to not have one at the moment, so I will use my shirt to wipe it down, make it look, you can have less fingerprints, make it look as new as possible. All right. The one thing I will say, and I do want to at least get out most of the Pixel 8 Pro features. Give me one moment, though. I had those up for a second. So yes, I am an Amazon affiliate, by the way, an Amazon associate. And the affiliate links, if you want to get a Pixel 8 Pro and have exactly what I have and use the same kind of awesome phone like I have, then you can follow the link in the description. Like I said, it doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's easy. I get a commission, helps the channel out, and it also helps you get a really good phone in your pocket. So overall, this is the phone without the case. Here we go. Now, I will say the Google Pixel 8 Pro launched on October 12th of 2023, and it is Google's most advanced smartphone to date, for that date, by the way. It does feature cutting-edge hardware, AI-driven software enhancements. Now, the Pixel 9 does exist, by the way. Granted. But this has AI-driven software enhancements, and a commitment to long-term support, which means I get updates until 2030. I don't remember the exact month, but all the way to 2030. That's pretty freaking cool. That means that this phone will remain relevant as long as it can get the latest updates. And it's honestly one of the more powerful phones that I've ever owned. It's kind of crazy just how powerful this phone is. This phone, it's crazy how advanced the Android operating system has become, because I've been using Android for years. I have been an avid Android user for years. But yeah, if you guys want to purchase a Pixel 8 Pro and help the channel out, get me a small commission, check out the link in the description below. Look, am I doing this because I want to sell Pixel 8 phones? Yeah. I want to get this phone out to everybody. One, because I use it every day. I know how good the phone is. And look I got it in my hand. This is what I use every day. Overall, the sound quality is great. The call quality is fantastic. Very sleek design, if you could check that out. Look at that. I got like little affirmations on my screen. It's a little gay, but look at that. That's a beautiful looking screen. This is the back of it. You know, there's a little camera here. I'm trying to get the ring light out of there, but yeah, look at that. It's a delicious phone, man. If there's one thing I like about it, it really is just the design. It's not too large, but not too small. It fits right in my pocket, and I could take it out of my pocket at any time whenever I need it. The cases that are designed for it, you can find a lot of good ones. I prefer the cases that are pretty slim and sleek. This one is very slim and sleek. It's also kind of transparent, too, which is neat, so you can actually see like the back end of it. Also, the case that I got is the I should probably link the case in the description below, but that's okay. It's designed by Taurus. Mega Mag boosted magnetism. That means it's pretty easy for me to basically place this on an actual magnet, so that way it sticks to the magnet. It's really cool. Overall, just a huge fan of it. Look how easy it fits in your hand. Now, this is the phone without the case, by the way. So it's a very slim design. Look at that. I'm going to try to be very careful with this, but look how slim that is. Look how slim that fucking design is. Now, if we were to compare it to a pencil, so here's a standard mechanical pencil, and here is the Google Pixel 8 Pro. Look at this. You can actually put this against. You can actually put it right next to it. Look at that. I wouldn't say it's as thin, but damn, for the most part, pretty thin. As far as a phone goes, it's a very thin phone. To me, it is. And that's impressive to me. That, honestly, let's see. The Harsh Hit is saying, hi, bro. Hello, bro. How you doing? Welcome to the live demonstration the live reaction and demonstration to the Pixel 8 Pro. Give me another moment, folks. I realize I have to rename this a little bit. I forgot to rename it to the Google Pixel 8 Pro. I forgot to put Google. I gotta market this right. But yeah, if you guys want a Pixel 8 Pro, man, I recommend buying it on Amazon. Follow the link in the description below. It helps me get a small commission, and it doesn't cost anything extra to you. So it's pretty neat. I always like to try to encourage people to buy good products, and this is a good product. And this is a product I purchased, I think, around November. I've been using it for some time now, and it has been extraordinary. It's been one of the better phones. The Google Pixel 8 Pro is seriously stunning. It is one of the more stunning phones I've used. It does the trick. It does exactly what I want it to do. And honestly, it's let's look at some of the features, though. I want to go over some of the benefits of it, the features, and all the good stuff. So the display and the design, it's a Super Actua display, 6.7-inch LTPO OLED with a resolution of 1,344 by 2,992 pixels, offering a smooth 1 to 120 hertz refresh rate and peak brightness up to 2,400 nits. That's pretty damn good, if I remember that right. And the durability is pretty impressive. So its durability is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and an IP68 rating for water and dust resistance, which means you could put this underwater and it would survive. I don't know for how long, but in theory, it should be water resistant enough for a certain amount of time. Now, you don't want to test that. You don't want to start dropping your phone in the toilet. That's fucking stupid. But you do want to be smart about it. You really do. So, now the build. here's the build. It's a matte glass back. It's a matte glass back with a polished, color-matched aluminum frame made from 100% recycled materials. So you know at least all the materials are sourced ethically. That's kind of cool. The different colors that it comes in are, it's available in bay blue, obsidian black, obsidian black is what I got right here, boom, and porcelain white. Well, I know what time is ready. Now, as for, I can't speak today. Now for the camera system. The rear cameras kind of work like this. So here's how the rear cameras work. So one of the cameras is a 50 megapixel main sensor with Octa PD autofocus and f/1.68 aperture. I don't know what some of that means, but that's some of the features. A 48 megapixel ultra wide lens with f/1.95 aperture. I'm assuming this is pretty good. That's why I got the Pro one, because I wanted the best camera, even though I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to the terminology. And a 48 megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom and f/2.8 aperture. Nice. The front camera, which is this little camera right here. So the cameras we were just talking about are these three cameras, as you can see. Those are the three cameras. And then the camera we're talking about now, this one, the front facing. So the front camera is a 10.5 megapixel ultra wide lens with a f/2.2 aperture. I don't know if that's right. Hold on. I wouldn't say that's necessarily an ultra wide lens. I guess it could be ultra wide considering. Hold on. I think that might be an error in some of the information I have. So the front camera I think is 10.5 megapixels, but I don't think it has an ultra wide lens. Not from what I could tell. Some of the AI features that it includes are the Magic Editor. It's advanced image editing tools. So you get to do like the Magic Eraser and all that shit. Then there's the Best Take. It optimizes group photos by selecting the best expressions. Cool. Night Sight Photo enhances low light video recording, which can really come in handy, especially if you're in a low lighting area and you want to get some really cool video. Video Boost improves video quality using AI, which is honestly pretty cool. If you want to make it look good, sometimes you gotta have that AI touch it up a bit. And then there's Pro Controls, manual settings for ISO, shutter speed, and more. So a lot of cool little AI features. Now, as far as the performance and the software is concerned, if we talk about like hardware and software, the processor is the Google Tensor G3 chip with Titan M2 security coprocessor. Last time I checked, that's a pretty damn good processor. I don't know everything about it, but I do know that it's a pretty damn good one. I'm just going to keep showing the phone to you guys because this is such a good phone. I love this phone. It's very durable, though. Like, that's the one thing I noticed about it. Even with the case on it, you could tell it's not going to get damaged very easily. It could, though. You never know. You don't want to treat the phone like shit. You don't want to risk it. So that's why you always, safety first. Put the condom on. Put the condom on. Put the case on, man. So put the case on. And you put the case on your phone. Boom. Make sure you have a screen protector on the phone. That's another thing. Screen protector, as you could tell. See that little screen protector? It keeps it very, very nice and safe. So if it were to make an impact to the ground, and if anything cracks, the worst case scenario is the screen protector cracks, and then the screen itself is safe. That's the goal. That's the whole point of the screen protector. And yeah, I'm all about the case life, man. If you have a case on your phone, you're pretty much helping yourself. You're keeping the phone alive for a while. Let's see. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I also have a little. I have a camera protector too. See, it's kind of tough to see. It's very clear, but there's a little camera lens protector that I put around this, and then that protects the camera completely. So if I were to drop it in an unforeseen way, boom, hits a piece of gravel, the gravel's just gonna hit the little lens protector and just crack that only, and then I'll just replace that. But see, a little screen protector, a little camera lens protector, that's easy to fucking replace. But everything else, that's a pain in the butt, I'll tell you what. Let's see here. Let's go over a little more of the features. So this phone, man, it's a good phone. But yeah, so it's got a great processor ultimately. Memory and storage, it's got 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM with options of 128 gigabytes, 256, 512, or a terabyte UFS 3.1 storage. I purchased the 128 gigabyte storage option, which of course made the phone a lot less in price, so I didn't have to pay as much. And honestly, at the end of the day, I only need about 128 gigabytes of actual storage on the phone, because I don't really do a lot of crazy stuff with my phone, except for sometimes I'll record video, but most of the time I'm doing live videos. I don't really download a lot of apps. I really do use my phone for business primarily. I use it for doing DoorDash and stuff like that. And doing deliveries with this phone, by the way, is exceptional. Exceptional. Isn't exceptional. I can't speak, you guys. Exceptional. It's exceptional. And the reason it's exceptional is just for the pure fact that it's so fast in the way it processes. This is an upgrade to the Pixel 5. Now, I love the Pixel 5, don't get me wrong. But the Pixel 8 is definitely a huge upgrade over the Pixel 5. It's a lot faster. It has a better antenna, better processing ability. It's just faster. There's just so much about it that makes it a way better option than the Pixel 5. And don't get me wrong, I still have, by the way, I still own my Pixel 5. I still have it. I never traded it in because it's such a good phone. I don't ever want to give this phone up, if you want to know the truth. One of the reasons I still keep this phone around is because of, one, it's actually a pretty durable phone. It's tiny, and let's say anything happens to this phone, I have a backup while I'm waiting for another phone to ship out to me. So having backup phones is always a good thing. And guess what? When I choose to upgrade, maybe I'll choose to upgrade in a couple years to maybe a Pixel 9 or a Pixel 10 or whatever I feel like upgrading to. Well, what I'll want to do, I want to keep this one as a backup too. It's such a good phone that why wouldn't I? You know what I mean? I think it's good to keep your old phones. Now everybody says, "Oh, you should just recycle them or trade them in for to get a lower price than the new one." But there's a level of convenience having the old phone around. Tons of convenience. I usually keep a lot of my old devices. I still keep my old tablets. I don't keep a ton of tablets though. Like if it's really outdated and it's starting to run like shit, I will either donate it, I'll factory reset it and donate it or something, stuff like that. Wow, we're 19 minutes in. This is great. Another thing that's really cool is the operating system. So it ships with Android 14 by default. I think right now, I think the current version of Android is it 15? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up on the Pixel 8. What version of Android is current? Okay, the latest version is Android 15, which, by the way, I always check for updates on this thing, and it's really good about updating the phone. Like every time you search for an update, man, I'll tell you, it's efficient. Like, that's the one thing I love about having a Google phone is that since they're the primary creators of the Android operating system, or at least the maintainers, I should say, they are constantly updating the code, making the operating system better, and optimizing it for their Pixel phones. So it's like having a Pixel 8 Pro, man, is a godsend. And the fact of the matter is, the fact that I get up to 7 years of updates on this phone is well worth it. Plus, the updates, like I said, the updates will stop in 2030, basically. That's so crazy to me. That is so wild. But yeah, I'm a huge shill for the Pixel 8. I'm telling you that right now, man. Let's see what else we got here. But yeah, another thing is it has AI integration, which it has enhanced Google Assistant with on-device generative AI capabilities, including the Gemini AI model for contextual conversations and real-time assistance. So yeah, I can use Gemini in here. I'm not going to lie, though. I like ChatGPT better. So I actually do have a subscription to ChatGPT. I feel like it is just more current. I feel like it's constantly a little more updated, and there's something about ChatGPT over Gemini. So I will choose ChatGPT over Gemini. However, if I ever decide to stop paying for a $20 ChatGPT subscription, I may switch over to the Gemini AI full time. But yeah, it's still pretty cool though. I'm a huge fan. Oh boy. So the battery and the charging. So the battery capacity is hold on. Oh boy. So it's let's see, 5,050 milliamp hours. Let's see, is the battery capacity. What, did I dent my phone? I don't know. No, actually, it's still good. Kind of knocked it on the table a little bit. I realize that there's a lot of dust that kind of collects. So when it's been in the case for a while, dust definitely seems to collect a little bit. But that's with any phone, really. I think that happens with just about any phone overall. But yeah, keeping it in the case, though, man, I'll tell you, it keeps the longevity of the product alive. Like, this phone has no dents, no issues. It's also just, like I said, a very durable phone. But yeah, keep it in a case, man. It'll maintain its value for a long time. Another thing that I want to recommend to anybody who's got a Pixel 8 or any sort of modern Android phone, there's at least in the Pixel 8 Pro, there is a feature in the settings for battery settings that gives you the ability to charge up to 80% of the battery, and then that's all it charges it up to. And then what happens is the rest of the time the phone is just relying on the electricity from the charging cable more than the battery itself. So it doesn't I can't speak today. It doesn't fully charge the phone. But what it does, which is pretty cool, is it sorry you guys, I'm just struggling. So even though it doesn't fully charge the phone, what it does is it gives it extends the battery life by not fully charging it, basically. And once it gets to 80%, like I said, it relies more on the power from the charging cable rather than the power from the battery. So you're not using the battery that much when it's on the charging cable, which is really cool. So there's a lot of advantages to this phone, man. I love it. Make sure you always keep it up to date. That's the one biggest piece of advice I could give to people is keep your phone up to date. And also make sure you're getting a phone that is reputable, made by a reputable company. I think Google's fairly reputable overall. And but I really do love these Pixel phones, man. I'm all about them, and the fact that I get upgrades until 2030 is pretty cool. So I won't even have to upgrade my phone for the longest time. I'll be able to get the latest Android releases. I'll be able to get the latest update fixes, security patches, you name it. It's cool. As far as charging goes, let's see. It's 30 watt wired fast charging, 23 watt wireless charging. Supports reverse wireless charging. That's so cool. The battery life is up to 72 hours with extreme battery saver mode. So if you wanted to, like let's say you're out camping, you don't have any other power source, but you just want to, make sure the phone is still good the whole time, you can use extreme battery saver mode, and the battery will last up to 72 hours at least, is what it says. That's wild. Security and additional features. So there is biometric security. Under the display, under display fingerprint sensor and 2D face unlock capable of authentic unlock capable of authenticating payments. Connectivity. So the connectivity for it is Wi-Fi 7. So when you're connecting to Wi-Fi, you're using Wi-Fi 7 protocols and stuff and all that shit. Bluetooth 5.5 and then NFC. And USB-C 3.2. Hell yeah. It does have a unique sensor. It has an integrated temperature sensor on the rear camera bar, which, by the way, is this little sensor here. Really cool. It is one of the neat features. I'll read the comments here in a second. I realize people are commenting like crazy. But yeah, it's an integrated temperature sensor on the rear camera bar. It's pending regulatory approval for human use. The pricing is 128 gigabytes. Now, this is the original pricing, by the way. This is outdated information, but this was the pricing at the time. So the pricing, if you wanted to get the 128 gigabyte version, was $999. 256 gigabyte was $1,059. And then 512 was $1,119, and 1 terabyte was $1,219. So if you wanted a terabyte of storage, you definitely could, which isn't too bad. It's funny because I don't really need a lot of storage. I'm usually streaming shit most of the time. I just need unlimited data. That's really the key. Always have unlimited data. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Reading some of the comments real fast. Let's see. Mr. Yang says, "Hey bro, do you have a MacBook Air M4? What about the camera, bro? Is it good or great?" I think this camera is great. These cameras right here, especially this big old wide lens one. Oh my god, the wide one. It's crazy. I got to admit, it's the best. This is the best phone I've had ever, but it's also just extremely efficient. But make sure you guys check out the affiliate links, by the way. It really helps the channel out quite a bit. Matt MHA says, "Try GTA game on it." I could try to play GTA on it. That'd be fun, but let's see what other comments we have on here. Hi, bro. What do you think about the Poco M6 Pro 5G? I have no idea what that is. Patrick says, "Bro, buy a Red Magic 10 Pro." The Survivor Girl says, "Hey, boys." Edit Topic says, "Hey, okay, so I have no idea what the Red Magic 10 Pro is. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You might be joking. I have no idea. But this is a pretty cool little device, and yeah, I got all sorts of different little, like I said, you could see like all the little apps and everything like that. It just looks good. Yep, and if you want to put a case on it, like I said, I got the Taurus one, but there's other cases out there. It just depends on which brand you trust. I've never gotten an OtterBox case before. Those are pretty extreme, though. I usually just need a kind of a slim case, something that does the trick and something that'll protect it overall. This should do the trick. And it's done the trick so far. Like, I have dropped it a couple times, and it's actually been pretty good. But yeah, you should always have a case, man. Edit topic says, why you not read my comment, bro? I said, yeah, you said HY. I don't even know what are you saying when you say HY. Are you saying hey? Did you like misspell hey or something? If you did, that's okay. That's fine. But Adish Walevi says OnePlus 13 T went. I've heard of those phones. Honestly, though, I'm just all about affordability and trust. Affordability and trust. I trust Google. I trust them enough to where I trust that they can have my data and not do anything malicious with it. That's how much I trust Google. Am I a bit of a Google shill? Yes, I am. I do love Google products. Now, not dissing Apple, by the way. I'm not going to go and diss Apple. I think Apple phones are great. Like, people who own Apple phones, more power to you, man. They're great phones. My buddy Billy owns an iPhone, and that thing runs like a beast. So iPhones are great. Nothing like this is not even a diss track on iPhones. I think Pixel 8 Pro, hardware-wise, is probably not as good as the latest iPhone, or the iPhone that came out while the Pixel 8 Pro was still around, was still relevant. It's crazy how irrelevant cell phones become after like a year or two. Like, this is the old model. Pixel 8 Pro is the old model. Pixel 9 is all the rage, man. But eventually, though, I do plan on getting a Pixel 9 or a Pixel 10 or something. But I plan on keeping this phone for a few years and then just kind of rolling from there. But yeah, very durable phone. Like, I'm so happy I got this phone. Let's see. Adesh says, can you speak Marathi language? I don't know that language. But yeah, guys, just real quick, I'm going to do one more shout out here. So I want to really try to convince you guys, if you guys are looking for a new phone, Pixel 8 Pro is good. Like, I've been using this for over, I'd say almost close to 6 months. I think 5 months. And it's been a reliable phone. The only thing I ask, get a case for it. Get a camera lens protector. Honestly, I got all this on Amazon. But what I really want you to do, if you can, I would prefer it, if you want to help the channel out, purchase the Pixel 8 Pro from the Amazon affiliate links that I have in the description. You could follow the link in the description below. And if you can, purchase it through that link because, like I said, that gives me a small commission, and it's at no extra cost to you, by the way. It doesn't cost you anything extra. So my goal is not to take any money out of your pocket, but my goal is to make money off of a sale. I'm being fully transparent with you guys. I want to make a sale, but at the same time, I want to see you guys hooked up with a phone that I know is good. This is a phone that I will say I've been using. I love it. There's been no issues with it, which is shocking. Usually with most phones, usually find like one or two little issues here and there. Pixel 5, I could say that, this wasn't always a joyride. For the most part, it's been pretty good. But at the same time, there have been times where it hasn't been so good. But it's still a very solid phone, and I'm happy to have it as a backup if anything were to happen to this. If I were to rate this phone on a scale of, we'll go 10, I would say, and this is the best phone I've ever had, by the way, granted, so I'm going to be a little biased here, but I would say it does everything I needed to do. The apps run very smoothly, and I'll just kind of show you guys real quick. It goes smoothly. I could open up like, let's say I want to open up YouTube Studio, right? YouTube Studio loads. It looks good. You can see all the analytics, blah, blah, blah. But look how quickly everything loads. Now, it's not only is it fast internet through, like, using Wi-Fi or 5G or whatever, but the response time, the loads all the data very quickly, very fast. And as you can see, you're looking at my analytics there. Yeah, huge Google Pixel 8 Pro fan. Like, I don't even know what to tell you guys. I'm a shill for this product. Like, I want to kiss this product. I'm going to eat it. Okay, I'm not going to eat it. But I am a shill for this product in an unhealthy way. I love the Google Pixel phones. My buddy Nathan has tried to convince me to go to Samsung. My buddy Billy, of course, he's an Apple guy. He loves his Apple phones. He's tried to convince me, and I appreciate both of them showing me the way. But ultimately, a Pixel started with this Pixel 5. It landed in my bosom. Landed here. And then I took some... I didn't take any cock pics, I swear. But no. But yeah, it started with this Pixel 5. And by the way, look at the size comparison. Like, we're going to compare sizes. So this is the Pixel 8 right here. This is the Pixel 5. Let's take a look at the size. I mean, it's kind of tough to really compare. But let's get it kind of close. Look at that. And I guess you could kind of compare sizes with this. There we go. See? So, I mean, Pixel 8's definitely a bigger phone. This, the Pixel 5, I think, is a thinner phone. It's a smaller, thinner, more compact phone. However, the battery doesn't last as long. That's the one thing I don't like about it. And it doesn't have as fast of a processor. And it doesn't have as much onboard RAM. Anyway, this phone is the complete package. I can't say enough good things about it, is what I'm trying to say. If I could buy another one, I could actually buy another one as a backup, but it is my favorite phone. And when I do eventually upgrade to another Pixel, because the Pixel phones, like I said, they're usually unlocked and they're usually very affordable. And it means I could put them on Mint Mobile. And it's another thing, Mint Mobile. Sign up for that too. It's a great freaking service. I have a link in the description below. I get a small commission fee for that as well. At no extra cost to you, of course. To the people. Just remember, like I said, some of the links in the description are affiliate links, which means that if you buy something through them, I might get a small commission. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And it helps support the channel. So thanks a lot, you guys. I appreciate it. Any questions about the Pixel 8 Pro? Like, anything that maybe I didn't discuss in this one is very impromptu live, but I love this product. It's just a product I can get behind. But I don't see any additional questions, so I'll just kind of talk about a few things I've noticed about it. I was going to say there's got to be some cons. I'm trying to think of some of the drawbacks to it. I know that it doesn't have the most advanced hardware. I think that would probably be the biggest drawback, is it doesn't have like the greatest hardware out there. It's still really, really good hardware, by the way. It's upper echelon, top tier shit. But, if you were to compare it to the latest iPhone or latest Samsung model, chances are those would dwarf this product in hardware. But what it does is it makes up for the lack of the most modern hardware. It makes up for it with the optimized operating system. And Google is really good about optimizing their operating system for their hardware specifications. That's the coolest thing about it, man. I'm glowing talking about this because it's my favorite phone. This is I've never been that big of a fan of cell phones, or smart. I like smartphones. I think they're great, but overall, this has been a game changer for me. It allows me to do a lot of stuff. It allows me to run my businesses. It allows me to do like if I'm on Robinhood. I'll give you an example. Let's say I go to Robinhood or something, one of my brokerage accounts, and this will take just a second. So let's say I go to Robinhood real quick, right? And you see all this shit. But look at how fast this scrolls through. Boom, 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 boom. With latest Android, man, and I have a very massive portfolio, by the way. Massive. Look at that. And that's what this show's about, man. Massive portfolios. Big schlongs. But yeah, it just runs everything so smoothly. And I never have to worry about it slowing down. In fact, it's crazy. It doesn't really ever slow down. Like, you know, with the Pixel 5, for example, there were times that this thing slowed down a little bit, for sure. But not all the time. In fact, you know, it would happen occasionally. And while I'm gaga for the Pixel 5 still, this is still one of my favorite phones that I've ever owned. And then this came along, and I was like, this is now my favorite. But this is my second favorite. The Pixel 5, Pixel 8 Pro, though, is the number one. Like I said, if I upgrade Pixel 9 Pro, I definitely want to get the Pro version of anything I get because I want the best hardware available. Granted, I usually get like the 128 gigabyte version or whatever lowest gigabyte level there is, you know, that sort of thing. Maybe I'll eventually upgrade to like 256 gigabytes of actual storage for data storage. But overall, Google 8 Pixel Pro, it's a plus, plus, plus. I love it. I love using it for video. You guys have seen me at the park with it, by the way. I put it on my tripod and I shoot live videos wherever I'm at with my unlimited Mint Mobile data plan, which is also in the description below. Check it out. Brony Brothers. But yeah, just exciting, man. I really want to do more videos like this where I react to products that I already own. Because that's the easiest reaction to do. I already know this product in and out. Maybe not completely. But, you know, for what I use it for DoorDash, delivery driving, like I said. I love delivery driving for DoorDash, and this makes life so much easier. Makes it easy to run my businesses, in which I don't really have any true businesses, I guess you could say, except for doing DoorDash and investing and running the website and the YouTube channel. But I really do most of it from my computer, by the way. This big boy right here. So I'm doing most of the big stuff, the crazy stuff on the computer. And now, do I live on this thing? No. I'm not really much of a smartphone guy, but whenever I do use it, this is a great experience. I'm really mostly on my computer, my desktop computer or my laptop. But most of the time, man, if I'm out in public, if I have to be on my phone, you're damn right I'm using my Pixel 8 Pro. It's a very advanced piece of technology. The operating system's optimized very well. And I hope you guys, after watching this video, choose to buy one yourselves. I don't know what they're priced at the moment, but, you know, if you follow the link in the description below, you'll be able to see what the price is, and you'll be able to, hopefully, if you want, purchase exactly what I have. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, I don't know. But if you want to get the exact same model, 128 gigabytes, Obsidian Black, boom. Bazagar says, hi, brother. Please give me a shout out. Well, here's your shout out, man. It's good to see you. I don't know who. I think I remember seeing you in a live video of mine before. I'm not sure, but it's good to see you, partner. But yeah, I love being able to go on for instance, my brokerage accounts. Hey, Bazigar, I'm pretty sure you already liked and subscribed, but if you haven't already, man, like and subscribe. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Helps us out on the algorithm big time. We're trying to reach the 5,000 subscriber plateau. We're going to try to eventually get to 10,000 soon enough. But yeah, really, really trying, really, really reaching, really climbing to the top of the mountain. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live reaction. You know, it's filled with errors, and I don't speak very well sometimes, but I do enjoy doing these types of broadcasts where I'm talking to you guys and having a good time. But yeah, I love the Pixel, man. It's fantastic. But Pixel 8 Pro, you either got it or you don't. But do you want it? Do you know? Do you know what you need? Do you know what you want? Do you know what you need? Do you know what you want? Hopefully you guys end up purchasing it from the link in the description below. If not, no big deal. And look, it's not for everybody. This may not be your type of phone. Maybe you're a Samsung guy or a girl, or maybe you're into the iPhones. Totally cool. I'm kind of the odd man out. I had an LG V20 before I had a Pixel 5. I had been rocking that one for a while. And once I upgraded to the Pixel 5, that was a game changer. And then once I got the Pixel 8, I was like, damn, dude, Pixel 8 Pro, this is a big game changer. So I'm going to keep rocking with it, man. And the fact of the matter is, I get updates until 2030. 2030. That's unheard of. Like, that's straight up unheard of. That's some really good long-term support service. And that's exactly what I expect out of Google. So I plan on keeping the Pixel 8 Pro for quite a while and not upgrading. And maybe I will upgrade in 3 years. Who knows? Maybe I'll want another phone. But honestly, I'll just milk this phone for a while. And, it's still... I have a feeling that this phone's still going to be pretty damn good even 3 years or 4 years from now. I believe that. So you're going to have updates till 2030, man. It's not obsolete. And here's the thing. My trick is I always try to get a generation or two before the latest one. So, for example, the Pixel 9 is out, right? Normally I get a generation before or well, can't think today. Ugh. So, like, for instance, the Pixel 9. I try to go a generation before or 2 generations back, one or the other. So I could have either gotten the Pixel 8 or the Pixel 7. I chose the Pixel 8 Pro because I was like, I'll spend a little extra money. Also, it was Black Friday when I got it. So I got it at a really, really good price. So I was like, I'm not turning this down. I definitely got to buy the Pixel 8 Pro. Pulling the trigger. Did it. Winning. But yeah, really good deal. But yeah, it's an affordable phone. Like, it's one of the better ones. And, you could get the Pixel 9. That's true. But I think it's good to go to a generation before. Right? You don't necessarily... Because the latest one is always going to be more expensive. Wait a year. Wait a couple years. You know what I mean? So when the Pixel 10 or the Pixel 11 comes out, the Pixel 9 will be way more affordable. Or the Pixel 10 will be way more affordable when the Pixel 11 comes out, or the 12. You name it. So I always go about 1 or 2 generations back from the latest version available. It's typically what I do. That's what I think most people should do. That's my philosophy, but to each their own. But, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this live review. And even if you didn't watch live, even if you watched later, I appreciate you watching later. That's one of the reasons why I love doing these horizontal lives, because they have a little more permanence. Sadly, the vertical lives, when you do those, they don't have as much permanence. So I kind of have to pick and choose my battles on these ones. And I also just love doing reviews on products. And because I'm an Amazon associate, that means I get a small commission. I've said that a million times in this video, by the way. So, boom. Pixel 8 Pro. Put the case back on it, of course. Very good phone. Very durable. Boom. I'm not going to do any stress tests. But I use this on the daily. I use it for delivery driving. I use it for all sorts of stuff. It's just a durable phone. It fits in my pocket really well. That's the thing for me. Does it fit in my pocket? Like, for example... Check this out. Here's a live demo of me just using it every day. So let's say I'm doing delivery driving, right? I got it in my pocket. Easily fits in the pocket right here. I don't ever put my phone in the back pocket though. A lot of people put their phones in the back pocket. I don't understand that mentality, so I don't do that. But I usually put my phone in like my front pocket. But look how easily that fits. Boom. If you're just wearing regular like cargo pants like I am, or if you wanted to, you could put it in the side pocket. Boom. Very easy to get in and out. Bam. I recommend getting a slim case because if it's too bulky of a case, it'll make it very tough to get in and out of the pockets. So yeah, and then so you just put it there, and then if I get it, I have to take a picture of the delivery real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Taking a picture. Boom, it takes the picture quickly. I'm on to my next DoorDash delivery. So, really easy stuff. So the better the camera, the better the life. Better your life, man. And anyway, I want to sell these. I'm really just a huge fan of this product, is really what it boils down to. And it's a huge enough fan to where, one, I want to make money from it by, in a sense, by selling it. I want to be a salesman on this product. So the closest thing I could be to a salesman, of course, is being an Amazon associate, having the link in the description, you following it, you purchasing it from the link, preferably. So what is the iQuos 10X? I have no idea what that is, dude. It sounds like some made-up bullshit. I appreciate it, though. I only review things that I own. So, like, if I wanted to, I could do, like, a review on the HP Envy computer. I could do a review on the speaker here, you know. Anything I own, and anything that anything I link, really, in my descriptions, for my videos are really the key. But I do want to thank you guys sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I'm a little tired. I do got to get to bed. I've stayed up long enough. But thank you guys for taking the time. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, obviously leave comments. I will try my best to respond to all the comments. Yeah, this phone's been a godsend. I honestly don't know where I'd be without it. Like, as far as, like, and what I mean by that, it sounds like really extreme to say. But what I mean by that, I don't know where I would be, like, with DoorDash and stuff like that, or with YouTube, without having good phones behind me. You know, having this Pixel 5 helped me unleash the power of my channel. I started doing more videos with this on a tripod, right? And when I started doing those types of videos, you know what happened? Boom. Everything blossomed. Everything changed. I was able to get more viewers. I was able to do more. Just beautiful. I was able to do more live videos. And then I realized that, well, if I got this, I could do more live videos wherever I want. So as a great camera, everything's fantastic about this phone. Great microphone built into it. Just everything. Anyway, I will catch you all later. I am spent. I am tired. But I will catch you on the flip side. I love you guys. Mwah. Get a Pixel 8 Pro or else. Well, let's see how crazy I can look. Hold on. That's like acting 101 right there. Anyway, catch y'all later. Woo! Peace out.